because I turned on the mic. Hello, my dears, and welcome to this evening's live stream, where we'll hopefully get some stuff done. For me, it will be amazingly writing. I'll be working on writing. Yeah, I'll be working on writing, which is amazing considering how distracted I've been with other projects. But I'm almost done with all the distractions or project that I shouldn't have to work on, but don't want to work on because I need to write. So yeah, I'm almost done with that list. I'm trying to do that in the beginning of the day and then write in the evenings. So that is what we're gonna do tonight. I've already finished my work quota for the other projects today, so I'm kind of eager to get some writing done. And at the moment, I am reading over my beta readers' comments for the first two parts. Her comments for the first two parts. So very exciting. Hey Alexis, hey Nina, hey Jess. Whew. And for some reason, I'm out of breath. Yeah, I forgot to plug in the microphone. That's why I was not sitting in my seat when we started. Let me see, Nina. I can never join these sprints because I'm usually already asleep or just not awake enough to write. 11 p.m. here, but my sleep schedule is messed up. So I'm here. So here I am. You know, I'm the same. Like here, it's at my end, it's 9 p.m. And I usually don't have time to write until 9 p.m. And I have time from 9 to 12. And I just ended up streaming the times I'm free to write because it's difficult. But I remember before I started streaming, I used to try to catch Kate's and Cachet's streams. And Cachet usually streams about, on my end, she's streaming on about 2-3 a.m. So I might try to catch her on 2 a.m., 1 a.m. and write with her for maybe half an hour before I had to go to sleep. So yeah, it was bad. But we do what we need to do. But thanks goodness we have videos after the stream. So you can at least watch the stream again if you can't catch it live. Hey Heather. So yeah, that's what I like about live streams and streaming and having the video just go up automatically the day after or shortly after the stream. I love it. Hey Rachel. So yeah, I'm in a very good mood. Yeah. I'm in a very good mood. So yeah, I'm reading over comments on the first comments I've received on my book from one of my beta readers, regular here. And I'm going over those and seeing, reading in what I can do to give it a dazzle. And why do I have kitty hair? Always. Every time, as soon as the camera goes live, I can feel the kitty hair itching my nose. Yep. A kitty hair. Anyways. I swear, I need to wash my face again. Anyways, we are gonna start the first sprint of the night, so I can go wash the kitty glitter I just got right before the live. Wash it out of my face and stop itching. Well, let me see. Before we do, let's see, Alexis. Oh, hugs, Alexis. Anyways, we're gonna start the first sprint of the night because I'm eager to fix this itch and start working. Booyah! See you guys in 25. And we are back. How did you do? How did you do? I spent my sprint. Remembered I hadn't finished doing my Duolingo. Did one exercise of Duolingo. Then read over all the beta comments I've gotten so far. Answered a few of the questions on there. And I am now writing a message to my other beta reader that is also helping me a little bit with edits. I'm so lucky. You guys are awesome. So yeah, that is what I'm doing. So as soon as I finish that mail, sending that message, I think I am actually going to jump on over to the other project because I'm finding that very exciting. And it's a short project, which means I can finish those pretty quickly and get them potentially out faster than this book. So even though I should be illustrating for the book, I really do need to illustrate for this book. But yes, we're in the mood to write. I think I'm rather try to draw either after the streams or before the streams, but in the streams I'm gonna write. At least this one. Excuse me. Anyways, let me see. Hey Thorn, signing on to try and get through some notes from our first reader on book 1 of my new series. Oh yeah, well done. Alexis, my YouTube keeps lagging. I keep getting behind. Gah. Yeah, that was me the whole last night. Last evening. It's been fine today, thank goodness. Then we have Morningstar. Hello, Morningstar. Hello. We have Havro with 506 words. Lovely, well done. Nina with 664 words. Fantastic, splendid. Then we have, let me see, Alexis, 367 words. I'm writing a quick, cute, fluffy piece based on Lady Noir and July prompt. Prompt is prom. I like it. Then we have Morningstar. I wonder if you can do a Kickstarter or hardback. You can do a Kickstarter for everything. Or so I've been told. I think with the right tools, you should be able to. Yeah, I think so. Do I know where, how, and with what tools or websites? No, haven't got a clue. But if I find something cool, I'll definitely share it on Discord. Actually, it wouldn't be stupid. It wouldn't be a bad idea having I need to find all the websites and see how I can find more website on financing your book launches and stuff like that. Just tools we can use to seek help for those that want to help. Would not be a bad idea to collect those websites. Don't think so. I think it would be helpful. Okay, I'm gonna keep on going. Let me see. Alexis, anyone wanna vacuum out my intestine? Oh, honey bun. And we have Heather. Hey, Heather. Finished up a couple of work emails, going to wrap up mini project, and then I'm going to beta read your book a bit. Also working some light editing of my Act 2. Yeah! I was just reading Morningstar's comments. They're so helpful. This is why we should always find lovely human beings to help us beta read that are honest. Because the comments I've been getting from my lovely beta reader or beta readers is so helpful. It is so helpful. I just I'm so grateful. I'm so freaking grateful. But yeah, I'm so happy. Let me see. Just 189 clothing montage incoming for the MC. And then we have Alexis still complaining about the pain of being a female. Other PS, HK, do you have Duolingo Plus? You're too good at it. Lol, it makes me work harder. Actually, I don't. I just have the regular one. I'm sorry. I think it's because German, in a sense, reminds me, because I speak Icelandic and English, and usually when I'm trying to learn German words, I just find something that reminds me either of an English word or a Icelandic word, and trying to kind of mix it in the middle. It's so often I will find a word that means or sounds similar to a other word that means the exact same thing in either Icelandic and English. So, but yeah, you should see me trying to do Spanish. Actually, I'm okay to do Spanish. I've been trying to do Polish and Korean, and I'm so bad at it. I went back to German because that was a little easier. I'm also just, after I started doing the mouth exercises, when you're trying to increase the flexibility of those mouth muscles, because when you're speaking different languages, they use such different muscles when they talk. And like when I was trying to learn Korean, my jaw hurt when I was trying to say the words. Or the Polish, oh my lord, my jaw ached. But yeah, I'm just trying. Nina, it's your first language? Yeah, I'm still trying. I haven't gone to the fact that I can speak it. I can say sentences, and I can kind of connect the words and he and she and them and all that stuff. But I'm still in the basics. But I'm trying. Because it's Icelandic, it's technically speaking related, so why not? Learn German instead of Danish? Sounds more interesting. Let me see. And Heather, I'm here to encourage. Besides, you're the only one that actually wants to do those things with me that I have on my friends list. So I'm always pushing like, come play, let's get diamonds. Because if you do a friend thing on Duolingo, you can get extra diamonds. So if you have friend on Duolingo and you do a kind of competition where you try to do as many courses as you can get a lot of diamonds. And I'm collecting diamonds for when I screw up. Let me see. Where am I? Hafrún. Do Icelandic self-pub authors make a firmer on it? Yeah, so the thing is, so I tried publishing this book that I'm translating, I'm not editing now, in Icelandic a few years ago. Actually, many years ago. And Icelandic market is so much harder. I kind of gave up on it. I think the best way to publish a book is if you have the right friends, sad but true, in the publishing industry and in the social media industry, because Icelandic culture, as you know, Hafrún, is very much of a click attitude. You need to know someone for anything to go well. So for me, I'm just gonna focus on the Iceland and the non-Icelandic community, everything outside Iceland, basically. Because soon as you start making headlines or getting attention abroad, you usually start getting attention in Iceland. It's kind of weird. But yeah. But still, there's some kind of community here. Then you're good. Stick to the foreign market, then you're good. Trust me, it's much better. And also more stress-free. I don't know why. It doesn't scare me as much as publishing in Iceland. I don't know. Well, let me see. I'm gonna keep on scrolling because you guys have been so productive. Let me see. When you said don't have the morning to self I don't have the morning to self-pub. Well, do make money from self-pub. And I don't know if I want to do the traditional. Yeah, that is always the question. And Rachel, I love my beta readers. I couldn't believe how much it had become. I had become blinded to. Exactly! When you've read your book so many times and you stop seeing certain flaws and things and you're like Morningstar's one of my beta readers, and I was reading one of her comments. I was like, why didn't I see that? It's so obvious. And like, I just read it too many times. And when she pointed a few things out, I was like, it was awesome. A total beta readers. Just love you guys. Love you guys. Love you guys. Let me see. Thorn, Dean, Wesley Smith, Lauren Coleman had a great free class on Kickstarter for fiction. I've used Kickstarter successfully twice now and I'm doing a third next month. Can link class in Discord? Yes, you can link the class in Discord. Definitely do so, especially if it may help someone. Let me see. That's sweet. I hope to grow mine in the future. All things with time. Exactly, all things in time. Lexus, I need to focus on my law degree right now. Yes, you do. You can focus on the other stuff when you finish law school. Let me see. Jocelyn. Hey, Jocelyn. When I start lol extra diamonds. Lol. Oh, let me see. I saw something with Morningstar where you were talking about the lava rocks. Okay, so to explain to Morningstar and everywhere else. So in Iceland, since this is an island where volcanic eruptions happened, we have large areas with cooled lava rocks that are just stones now, but they are originally lava rocks, and they look like they looked when they cooled down originally. And moss is usually one of the main plants that can grow on the lava rocks here in Iceland, or start to prepare the surface for something more. So we have a lot of plains here in Iceland with lava rock fields and soft green moss covering. And you will see glimpses of lava rock in between. And it's said to be very dangerous to walk across the lava, across those fields, because you never know where there will be a hole where you can possibly trip and break your leg. Tourists usually, and foolish Icelanders, tend to go over there with a little too much cockiness, and often not, somebody breaks an arm or a leg or breaks their back. So never be careless walking down a mossy covered lava field here in Iceland. It's beautiful. It is freaking mind-blowing. It's such a, you feel like you're in a different planet, but it is, you need to be careful when you walk over there. But yeah, let me see. Heather, well, I'm still about getting perfect lesson into lingo. I like the challenge this week. Let me see. Morningstar, the audience is large in English. Exactly. You're much more likely to find a big enough audience for it to be worth the effort, because like it is tragic how little Icelandic authors actually make on their books. It is tragic. And a lot of the stores here in Iceland will not take in a book from a published author, because they will only deal with publishing companies, and they have exclusive rights. The publishing companies have exclusive rights to sell their books in those places. So it can be very difficult for a indie author to sell their stuff, except if they know someone. Other tidbit for you guys, if you decide to try to publish in Iceland. And let me see. Morningstar, you're very deep in the story. You world build is off the chart. Oh, thank you. I was so worried that I wasn't going deep enough. I just, you lightened my chest a bunch. Alexis, I'm not ignoring my stream. Keeps lagging like 10 to 20. Let me see. Let me say, yeah, it. Just do you, Alexis. Just do you. Let me see. Havron, too good a description. Exactly. It's just, yeah. And for if it's not obvious, Havrun, she's a fellow Icelander, which means we have two, the Icelandic Nina and Havrun. I don't think I have any more Icelanders writing with me usually. I'm not sure though. Could be lurking in the background. Well, let me see. Alexis, rant about volcano was highlight on my day. Hey, Morningstar asked and I rant, so I rant. And 16 of you are still watching, so it must be somewhat entertaining. Well, I would need a yellow brick road. Nice. Yes, you would. Just fact. Actually, the main road that goes around the country, you just have to follow that and you kind of see a lot of pretty things. It's almost like the yellow brick road, except just a big road. Let me see. I need to start sprinting. I'm talking too much. Let me see. Oh, Biram. Okay, I'm gonna start the next sprint because I've been talking way too long, and I am eager to finish sending this message to one of my beta readers and work on the outline for the other story. Even though I should be doing something else, or working on book 2. Anyways, let's move on to the next sprint of the night, shall we? See you guys in 25. we're done. How did you do? How did you do? I'm doing amazingly. I'm doing the rough outline. I'm rewriting the outline for the story I'm working on. It's, when you do a rough draft and you leave it alone, you just save it and then forget it for a few months. And then you read it over again, open the file, read over all your notes, and you could just kind of get an epiphany. You kind of rediscover and realize you're off and you know how the book or the story goes. So I was struggling a little bit with the backstory on why the story, this kind of Kindle episode-y kind of story was gonna go, or the backstory of that. And over the last few days, I've been considering and wondering and why and asking all the questions. And I got an epiphany. I just realized it became plain as day, and now the whole thing is in my head, and I'm trying to write all the outline down before my brain is like, no, we don't want to do this anymore. We changed our mind. Just go away. So that is what we're doing. So I am writing as fast as I can and just writing everything down right now. And the basic, it's not a book that needs a lot of plotting. No. But I like having structure. I like having bones in the story. I like bones. Good, decent structure, building blocks in a story. And why things happen and all the things. So that is what I'm doing. And I think these building blocks are kind of exactly what I needed to make everything work. But awesome. Let me see. How do you guys do? We have Alexandra Fry. Hello, darling, and welcome. We have Cover Great Connect. Hello, darling. Long time no see. Nice to see ya. But let me see. How did you guys do? Okay, Havrun is first up with 570 words. Fantastic. Then we have Alexis with 821 words. Lovely, lovely. Hey, precious cousin. Hello, darling. Then we have Jess with 216. MC had his measurement taken. Next up, all the pretty clothes. Ooh. Love it. Jocelyn, epiphanies are totally awesome. Yes, they freaking are. I just love it when a story just becomes obvious. It's super obvious and you're like, why didn't I figure that out? I love it when that happens. And especially since I was determined to try to have some kind of a structure with the story. And usually that is what I need to do personally when I'm writing something and I get stuck. I put the story aside, work on something else, and when kind of the itch kind of grabs my attention, like, you should write or work on this thing, and I allow it kind of a shimmer, there's not a shimmer, simmer in my brain a little bit, sometimes it will come out and happen. Like, I have a story I want to work on when this is done, another, like, shorty kind of story. I really want to start do side project, like shorter stories as a side project. I think they're a nice practice to hone your skill even more as a writer. And I definitely need to master keeping like the switching on how in past or if I'm talking in past or present tense. I tend to switch a little bit, and I'm trying to not do that. I'm trying to finesse those skills. Shorter stories usually help. Let me see, precious cousin. I'm working on characters in a series. Ooh, well done. We like those building blocks. Basically building blocks. We like it. Then we have... Oh, okay, Alexis, my body's... Oh... Alexis, your comment reminds me of the girl on TikTok that is playing like inner monologue of her organs complaining. And I just, every time when you're having your womanly function issues, as it happens, I always see that girl's TikTok. Why do you do this to me? I made it all pretty and now you've ruined it. It is just, if she, yeah, she's on TikToks as a blonde comedian, comedian. And she's always like, if you eat something, she plays the stomach. The stomach talks to her like, Shna, what have you done? I feel so queasy. It's all the things. It's hilarious. But let me see. So yeah, every time, Alexis, every time. See, Heather got wrapped up in work. Things, understandably. Yes, period time makes me feel like, yeah, exactly. Just the pain of being a female. But all the hugs to anyone that's having that monthly issue or the monthly thing. I'm trying to be more delicate, even though I'm not delicate in my words usually, but I'm trying to be a little more delicate just so YouTube doesn't get salty. They're hypersensitive about everything. I don't know why. Anyways, my darlings, my sugar plums, my munchkins, how about we jump on to the next break? Because I'm eager to work on the thing that is looking at me and like, dude, why do you stop? Finish writing. So that is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna move us on to the next sprint. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 19 minutes. And Alexis, figure out who I'm talking about. If you ever, I don't remember her name, but when you see her on TikTok, you will know exactly who I'm talking about. She's a freaking queen. I just love her. She's hilarious. Oh, and I think most guys should watch that girl because she's just a brain of a female. Like, oh, it's gold. It's comedic gold. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the next sprint. Get ready. Remember, posture drag. Get your liquids in, and I'll see you guys in 25. And we are back. Sorry, I just need to finish to write that. How did you do, my darlings? How did you do? So, yes, I'm still writing. I'm making plenty of progress. I actually, let me see. How much did I write during that sprint? Huh. I think that's about 500-ish words. Just me filling in information, background information, and writing the plot. The background plot. That is what I'm writing right now. Background plot. So yes, I'm very excited. Everything's moving in the right direction. I have the reasons why. It's so important to understand why everything's happening. So that is what makes me very excited, knowing the why. The backbone why everything is happening. Even though it kind of doesn't matter, that I know the why is awesome. I love it. Love it. Probably one of my favorite things when I know the why. Like I know the why for my series that I'm getting beta rated right now. And it won't come clear. It won't come to light until book 5. But I know the reason for why everything's happening. And it makes me so happy when I know the why. Because everything is so easy then. Then you can sprinkle little hints throughout the books. So for very smart people, by book 3 or maybe 4, they will be, aha. So when book 5 comes, they're like, aha. And, ah. And the other people will be like, what? Like, needs to go back to book 1. Huh? I love plotting. I freaking love plotting. But let me see. X is resist the cuddles. At least for another hour, then you can. That's why. Coffee Crate Connect, my dogs, also known as distractors, were indeed super distracting, so did not get much done. They're basically trying to guilt trip me into cuddles and Netflix. You know, my feline fur babies usually do that. Like about 11:30-ish, they start whining and they're like, come and hug us, come and snuggle. We want snuggles. Sometimes I fail, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I manage to stick to my guns and just stick to it and do it. But sometimes I fail. So yeah, understand the battle of cuddles. Let me see. Havarun, I ate late dinner and watched a YouTube video. Nourishing that brain. See nothing wrong with that, especially when you've been pumping out words. Then you do good. A break now and again won't hurt. Just exactly 200. Fantastic. Then we have Alexis again. This one shot is 1,667 words so far this stream. Booyah! Well done. I'm actually writing all my details in Icelandic. And then I will have to write it in English. Or, no, dictate in English. I'm really hoping I can finish all this information today or tomorrow because I really want to start writing. But I need to finish it. And then we have Precious Cousin, about 97 words on planning my ideas for the first main character. Rachel, I am working on my hair instead of my book for now. I'll be on road for 2 days and need to get this done. But I am 3/4 done with NaNoWriMo goals. Ooh, well done. Coffee Crate Connect, I am resisting with all my power. Booyah. Yeah, the only thing I set my goals, what did my goals were? I was gonna try to draw as much for book 1 as I can. Have I done that? Not as much as I should. every other day, every third day, I've been drawing, but not as much as I should. Have I been working on the other story that was kind of a goal and not goal? Yes. Instead, am I close to finishing? No. Did I set a nano goal? Technically not. Just I wanted to try to make progress. Like, why not? Why not? Oops. Still, it would be super cool if I could write 10K in 3-4 days. Could you imagine that? It would just finish a short story in 10 days, in 3-4 days. I could. But yeah, let's see. Let's not become over ambitious until we actually see the progress. Then we have Heather. I forced myself to stop working on boring work during that sprint and did some light editing for one of my scenes and did a bit of beta reading. Ooh, and wait to hear your feedback, Heather. Couldn't wait. Anyways, okay, let me see. It is 1:51 time-wise, so we have at least 2 more sprints to go before Chloe quits for the night. I'm getting a little chilly, so I actually might get myself something warm to drink or put on a sweater. I actually think I need to put on a sweater because it's getting nippy. I can feel the summer coolness, and it's cold. It's cold. So I think I'm gonna get myself some snacks, something warm, and to get my body into a little better temperature. So we're gonna move on to the next sprint of the night. Hope you guys are ready. Let's move on and get to working, shall we? See you guys in 25. And we are back. How did you do? How did you do? On my part, I got snacks. I got grapes, some more liquids, and a thick, cozy duvet to warm me up. And sweater. I'm still a little cold. So I'm nibbling on my grapes and just getting warmed up. I'm still working on the outline, just adding to it. Things are coming together. I'm working out some technical details. The more I know, the better. Even though I won't have to do a lot of descriptions in a sense. Of course I will. I love details. I tend to go overboard in details. Or try. I try. But yeah. Anyways, let me see. Whew. Okay, let me see. Okay, Coffee Crate Connect is the first up. Well, any progress is better than none. So there's that. Exactly. Then we have Hubbard with 539 words. Lovely. We have Heather. I'm going back and forth between outlining, editing, and reading. Can't seem to choose, eh? Can't seem to choose. Then we have Alexis, 281. Bernatha is not gonna take the fact of cat is Adrian well. That's gonna be interesting. Let me say. Oh yeah, Rachel left. Hope you have a wonderful evening, Rachel. If you're still here. Let me see. Okay, Jess. Here it is. Jess, 228, trying to balance being descriptive, but not too much. Yeah, it is kind of a fine balance. Not going overboard, but still keeping it interesting. Like, for my part, I love information. I love having fully descriptive sceneries where I can literally see it. Every color, every little thing, and what they don't say, describe other things so well that I can fill in the blanks. I love that. But I know it can become too much when a story is just descriptions and the story kind of dies because there's so much description. So it's a balance, but yeah. But I love it. I love it. Let me see. Morningstar, moving forward, I'm not counting words. Hey, me neither. Until I start drafting. Until I start drafting. And yeah, I agree. Everyone is doing amazing, great, fantastic, splendid. Oh yeah, I just got a sale at Amazon for the first time in Italy. It was very fun. I just got a notification like, you sold a book in Italy, Amazon. I was like, really? So, my first sale in Italy. Italia. Sing with a mix between Icelandic and American accent. So, yeah. Not a book cover that I thought it would sell over there, but okay. Never judge. Let me see. Where is... Okay, Lex's 10,133 words. What? Well done. Fantastic, Alexis. Well done. Havrun, now I have over 70k in my camp nano. My goal was 50. Damn. Well done, guys. Everybody making such awesome progress. Well done. Yeah, I'm just going to be happy if I finish my outline. Even though it would be a nice perk if I finished a light draft of this story, especially since it is a kind of a short story. Is 10k a short story if it's gonna be a Kindle book? But I'm just wondering. Let me see, Jocelyn. Whoa, that's awesome. Yeah, thank you. I was very excited. Just every time you sell to more countries, it gets very exciting. See, Morningstar, I sold the book in Japan and Brazil once. That was cool. That is definitely cool. I have been trying to design things that would potentially be liked in multiple places, but if you're not using the keywords in that language, it's kind of hard to be found there. I actually considered contacting a few creators in certain countries and helping them, asking them to help me find keywords for some of my more popular products, and so I can change them in Amazon in that country. But do I have time for that? No. Should I spend time on that? Potentially in the future when I have nothing to do. And I'm not trying to conquer the world with writing, but you have to write to conquer the world with writing. So yeah. But it's a fun thing. A quick read if it's a Kindle book. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm searching for a quick read. The reason I said 10K because it should be a quick read. A fun quick read. For anyone that wants to experiment with shorter books, Kindle books, like stories you can stand on their own, and you can connect then many other stories into a book. So that's what I'm thinking. Writing multiple stories and then maybe later just putting them all into one book. It's at least a fun experiment. I want to experiment with Kindle books and see how I like it. Just short stories. When you don't want to spend too much time working on a project, and you want to have the option of having like a lot of different short stories or light stories that can distract you for a little bit while you rest your brain from your big project. Why am I getting out of am I out of breath? I don't know. Oh yeah, have you collected your Windows goodies? Don't forget to do that. They're cool. They're very cool. They're always fun to have. I think I have all mine somewhere on my computer. Morningstar note. Too bad the books I sold weren't that good. I'm a better writer now. We're always a better writer later on. Are you going unlimited? I haven't read all the details yet, so I haven't decided. It was unlimited, the version that you could only publish it through Kindle. Because I think I want to have the option of publishing the books, the shorter books, and in as many places as I can, because you don't know. Like for me, I'm not sure where my books will be the most popular. These stories will be published under a different pen name. This will not be coming under H.K.Darkwood. So I want to experiment. I want to use this pen name as an experiment. So I will be testing a lot of things out with this name and another pen name, which I'm gonna have another bunch of shorter stories or practice stories, just to see what works best. But yeah, it's just experiment. It's just an experiment. See what works. What floats. What's my vibe? Weird. Wish you guys could hear this. It's a weird sound in the background. Anyways, I'm gonna start. Let me do. My friend calls short stories plated cleansers, palette cleansers. Plated cleansers. You would have plated cleansers. But yeah, palette cleansers. Yeah, I kind of, you know, your friend is kind of right. He's kind of right. I for that reason, I love short stories. I love the fact that if you can write
10 different stories, and each story is helping you fine tune a certain skill you have, or help you try to stop doing a grammar mistake you tend to do, or just get yourself off a bad writing habit. I love that. But still being productive and getting stuff done and giving people a taste of your writing style. So, yeah. You have to keep us informed. We're wondering. Yeah, I can tell you for sure that I'm definitely going to be using different pen names for different projects. Like I have Hildur Co-Publishing for my coloring books, or different uses of the pen name. I use my name for my coloring books. I'm using my Hildur Co-Publishing for my notebooks and planners. Like for fantasy, middle grade, maybe young adult, but young adult, middle grade books will probably, and potentially kids books, will be on H.K.Darkwood. Everything else I think will be on a separate pen name. So yeah, I'm definitely pro using different pen names because the marketing is so different depending on the genre you're working with, that it kind of, I think it makes it easier for you to just switch. I think it's much easier. But I will definitely keep you guys updated and share what I learn, because I think knowledge is power. And why not share it? So we can all be powerful. Anyways, I'm going to move us to the first print because that sound I think is a boiling sound of more oils that need more water. So, see you guys in 25. Let's do good work and get hustling. And we are back. How did you do? How did you do, my darlings? So, I'm problem solving. It really helps when you're stuck to ask questions. So that is what I'm doing. I'm asking a bunch of questions and I'm finding the answers until I find a solution. It's very convenient. So, at the moment, I'm, without telling you, give you no inkling whatsoever what I'm working on. At the moment, I'm interviewing one of my characters in this pet project, which is a crazy scientist. Like, he's almost a cliche. Yeah, he kind of is. The poor thing, he's almost a cliche. The typical crazy scientist. Thing. So I'm interviewing him and I'm asking the questions and answering and I'm learning a bunch on that character. A bunch. And I need a lot of information on his side so I can just pants along and do all the creative writing because I know all the answers to that character. Morningstar, I love crazy scientists. Yeah, he's a nutter. He's a nutter. But I'm pretty sure that if I do this right, he will become a popular character. That is not a good idea. That is a popular character, but he will be. So yeah, it is. But it's interesting. It's interesting. I'm pretty sure that this will work. I just have to keep on world building until I start doing the things. Let me see. Alexis, I don't know. I don't watch the timer right now because I'm so focused on the story that I have no idea if I'm liking or just you're liking. But I think the internet's okay. At least my phone had a similar result. Timer-wise, I just heard a ding and looked up. Oh, there's a ding? Anyways, yeah. Let me see. Updates. Alexis, this one shot is going on forever. When you're inspired, honey. When you're inspired. The joy. Just 224 clothes are done. Time for shoe shopping. Love it. Alexis, damn lag. Morningstar. Oh, HK, I have an idea. I'll text you in Discord. Interesting. I'll read your texts, more of these texts. I saw a sneak peek of your text, Morningstar. I'll read it in a bit. So yeah. Just didn't have a crazy scientist in my story. Just an evil one. He dead now. Why does that make me happy? Yeah, this one will not be easily killed. Sad but true. Does this deserve to croak? Yes. In the way that people potentially die in the story that I'm working on? No. Like, I love world building. I love it. Let me see. Jocelyn, world building can be so much fun. It's one of my favorite part of storytelling. Exactly. I love building the world. Like, answering all the questions, meeting all the characters that you have met. Then you start drafting when the world building is semi-done, but it's never done, technically speaking, until you've publish the book. And then you start drafting the rough draft of the book, and you're adding more details to your story, your world, and you're seeing more of the world. And the more you see, the more excited you get, because you're learning so much about this crazy new world of yours. And it's just, it is such fun. It is such fun diving into all the details. Like, and most of my, like, for me, stories usually start with a scene. I see a scene. Like with this story, I have a very specific scene in my head. And I'm like, and everything just came from that. It is just, I love it. I love it. But yeah, I'm going to be more excited when I start writing. So yeah, it's a fun pet project. It's a very fun. Something I can write 10K and then do another part. The story of the series I'm working on as a pet project will be multiple episodes. Multiple parts. Each part has probably 3 chapters in it. And it's a series I can write 10K, then not touch it for a few weeks, few months, and then pick it up again, write another 3 chapters or 10K, and do the same. I think I'm considering setting up a few these kind of projects that I can kind of continuously write and just stop when I want, but can always go on endlessly, and I can pick it up wherever I want it and I want to write this now. That can stand on its own or stand together. I'm gonna test out writing that kind of series that can stand on their own. I'm very good at, I love kind of binary together, but I'm not very good at writing short. So I want to practice that a little bit. Whew, just gotta run now. See you later, honey bun. Jocelyn, which is good. Let me see. Lol, there should be a book with evil scientists get together and talk about how they survived. It would be so funny. Oh. Jess, did you just kill the evil scientists in my novel? I think you did. Lol. Yeah, hugs to you, Jess, too. Have a wonderful evening. Let me see how their mornings are. Haha, yes, mine is kind of like an evil doctor scientist, and he's creepy. I can tell you one thing. My evil scientist is not ugly. On the contrary, he's pretty fine. He's a little too fine for all our sakes. A little cute, too cute. A little too cute. No, not a cute, hot. A little too hot. Yeah. It's not a children's story I'm working on. Not a children's story. Okay, I'm actually thinking of, should we do one more sprint before call it a night? I have it in me since it is my vacation, technically speaking, so I'm not waking up in the morning, except if I choose so. Should we do one more sprint or just call it a night? I'll just as well call it a night. I kind of don't mind. I'm kind of lost in thought anyway because of this plotting thing, and I'm also I'm getting an email now and again to know when the girls leave a comment on my story. I'm like, don't be stalky, don't be a stalker, but I'll maybe show you, let you read it when it's come further along, and just an idea in my head and a few scenes, because most of it right now is in Icelandic and you can't read Icelandic. But yeah, let's do one more sprint before we call it a night. So yeah, anyways, let's do this. Let's do let's finish off with a bang. Let's get this party started one last time. So let's move on. Remember, guys, hydrate with liquids of choice, and I'll see you guys in 25 minutes after our final sprint. And we're back. How did you guys do? How did you do? I am having so much fun. This is so much fun. Oh, so yeah, I'm still working on the outline and the background on filling in all background information and stuff like that. I'm jumping between like filling information as soon as it comes to me, or yeah, I'm all over the place. I am also fixing a few things and that I wrote previously, and I'm changing right now. I seem to have given my main character a little more of a good background and decided on her life was too happy and I needed to break it. Yeah. The fact is, a damaged personality or person with trauma is a more entertaining read. I don't believe I'm saying that, but for me to make her do the things I need her to do, she needs to be a itty bit broken. There's nothing wrong with being broken in many thousand pieces. It's nothing wrong with that. It gives you character. But in character writing world, it's just, I need the spice. So that's why she's hell no. She's not along with the hot scientist. Hell no, she's running away. But in the beginning, yes, he's a charm. Nobody can say no to him until she knows better. But there are some urges that are stronger than common sense. I'm sorry. Okay, earlier you might have seen me glimpse bringing a big bowl of grapes. This is what is left of the big bowls. This was this high of grapes. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. But yeah. Lol, is always fun to talk with hot, crazy scientists so many times. Mine too. That's so bad. Let me see. It's true. Broken people are more fun to read. That is just how things are. Hey, Angel. Hello. So yeah, it is just, it's fact. So I'm having a blast writing this thing. And I remember I used to I used to read these kind of themed stories when I was a teenager. It's similar books that my mom reads, actually. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be very fun. It would be very entertaining. But yeah, very entertaining. It's fun testing out other genres. It's always fun. Especially since I kind of never expected I would try to write this kind of genre. Sorry, there's sand under my mat. So yeah. Let me see. Heather ate some food and edited. I still don't want to edit. Like, I don't wanna. Yeah. I'm just in outlining world building mode. It's so fun. It's so much fun. It is amazeballs. Oh, this is so fun. This is so fun. So yeah, anyways, I think I'm gonna call it quits for the night. I am going to work a little more on this story. Then I think I'm gonna allow myself to do a tiny bit of a research binge
I want to try to see if I can find a picture that I can use as inspo for my characters. Even though it's just for me. So I can describe it in detail.
So, yeah. Even though I don't need it, but I kind of feel as I need... I know how the main female character looks like, and I can kind of visualize the hot scientist, but I want to have a picture. I want to have a picture. I need a picture. So I'm going to try to find a picture. And I might actually try Artbreeder and to find that kind of look. So yeah, let me see. Monica, I'm heading towards bed. Thank you for evening, everyone, for the sprint. Kelly, yeah, I'm gonna call it quits for the night. I think me and Morningstar are both like. I'm actually considering. I actually would either work on or I will go and work up in under my duvet up in bed. Anyways, I'm gonna call it quits. I have some stuff to do before bed. So have a wonderful evening, my lovelies. I'll see you on Wednesday, hopefully with updates on the finished outline or something. You never know. You never know. I would love to start writing on Wednesday. You never know. So, good night, my lovelies. You did an amazing job. So freaking